Hi beautiful people, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on this video to watch. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always watching my videos, supporting me. I really appreciate it. In today's video, I will be talking about why nurses eat their young and if that cliche is true or not true. Okay, so stay with me. Okay guys, so in my first job as an LPN, I was working as a CNA in the same facility that hired me when I was done with my nursing school. If you haven't watched that video of my first job experience, I will put the link somewhere here so you can go and watch it and know all the gist about how I got the job and the whole thing, okay, that happened. So I was a CNA in the same facility that hired me for my first experience as a nurse, and I was so privileged because as at that time all the facilities I was looking at were looking at for experience, and obviously I was a new nurse. There was no way I could lie. My licenses will, you know, speak of it that I am a new nurse. So when my facility hired me to be an LPN in the facility, I was so privileged and I took that opportunity. Then again, I was happy because I knew all the nurses, so I felt that I would be very comfortable with them and they would teach me all the tricks and tidbits and everything on the job. Okay, so it was a great privilege for me, not knowing that nurses eat their young was gonna hit me hard, right? So this is what happened. Let me tell you this brief story. So usually when you get hired, you go through training. So when I was hired, I was given to this nurse to train me for a week, and it was a week because I worked in the facility. I knew the residents and I knew a lot of things. It was just some, you know, things about the medications and treatments and stuff that I had to go through. So I was given to this nurse to train me through all that process, and I was so happy because I knew all those nurses and I was cool with them. So one day we went to work, and after the training and everything, she was showing me something on the computer about how to save an information or something like that. It was something about documentation. So when she taught me, I thought that the process she showed me was so long, like it was a whole long process, and I knew like a short process to what she was teaching me. So after she was done, I was like, you know what, let me just call her Miss C. You know what, Miss C, thank you for what you showed me, but I think we can also do it this way. That can be, you know, very easy. So I showed her, and after everything, she looked at me with some sort of eye, and she was like, who do you think you are? You think you know more than I do? Or you think you are ready? You know what, just call the DON and tell her you are ready to get on the floor and work independently. And I was like, Miss C, I am sorry if this felt intimidating or it felt, you know, something different to you, but that was not what I meant. I felt like you have showed me something. I felt it's so, you know, long of it. I felt it was so long of a process, and I could, you know, let you know about like the shortest way we can go about this. But I didn't know she felt intimidated. She felt that I think I know it all, you know. I don't know how she took it. So then there and then I apologized to her, but she was still not taking it cool. So I think the next day I got even before I left that day, I got a call from the DON, and I was paired with a different nurse to train. I'm like, what is going on? And even when I was hired on the job, whenever I have like a shift that she is on, oh my goodness, if I need help with any patient, I cannot even find her. She will not be in the nursing station. Whenever she's done passing medication, she has some cliques with the residents. It's either she's in this room or that, like, you can hardly lay hands on her. And it was really tough working with her, and our relationship was, I mean, I tried, but you cannot push it. Okay, if you're trying to be all nice and someone is resistant, it's really hard. So I did what I could, and that was it. So that really hit me, and I'm like, whoa. So this is the reason why they have this saying that nurses eat their young. And I came to the conclusion that nurses, some of the nurses, it's not all of them, because the second nurse I was paired to train was super good and was super ready. I am the kind of person who asks a lot of questions. Even if I know about what I'm asking about, I just want to tap into your knowledge, because if I may write a certain way, you may also write a certain way, but at the end of the day we all end up writing an A, but we all went through like different processes of writing an A. So I just want to learn. I am open to learn new things, so I ask a lot of questions, but not everyone, you know, welcomes that as a cool thing. They feel like it's like you doing it too much, you know. So this second nurse that I was paired with was super good and was super like helpful and gave me all the tips and tricks that I needed on the job. Not all though, but majority of it, and I am super grateful for that. So I came into a conclusion that nurses eat their young because sometimes they feel intimidated. I mean, you are fresh out of school, you're a newbie, you know all this technological stuff, you know, you are good with all these softwares, you know how to get your way through this computers and, you know, other things. The brain is still fresh. And mind you, also, it's not older nurses, it's like nurses who have more experience than you. You can even be in the same age group with a person, but maybe the person went to school earlier to get their LPN or their RN whatsoever, and they have more experience than you do. So in that case, they tend to feel that you should not even have a say in whatever they teach you. Like, whatever you taught in school should be there, don't bring it here, that kind of thing, you know. So they feel intimidated when you try to voice out and, you know, make your voice heard, that at least I also have an idea about this. And some take it as an offensive thing, and some are also cool. Some are also open to learn, but the ones who are not open to learn about it, they take it on a different whole level, and it becomes something else, you know, and it becomes very uncomfortable in that working area. Okay, so I feel sometimes they feel intimidated. They think that you are all that, you know all that. Okay, so that is one thing I realized about why they say nurses eat their young. Okay, another thing I would say is because some nurses like are burnt out. Guys, nursing, the whole process of being a nurse, like, is too much. The moment you think of going into nursing school, it's headache. Finding like a good nursing school is headache. Going through the program itself, clinicals and everything, is headache. Now you are done with school, you come out and you are looking for a job, another headache. So like the process and everything is too much on you. Now you get a job, you try to make that money. They say nurses are rich, so you try to make that money. I mean, you try to match up. You be picking up shifts like crazy, doing the doubles, doing the overnights, and sometimes when your relief doesn't come on time to relieve you from work, you end up staying overtime. Like, it's just too much. So some nurses like cannot control their emotions. They cannot handle all that. So when they are under pressure, they tend to, you know, transfer it to the other person, especially you, the newbie, because that is when you be asking them too much questions. That is when they are just tired of you. Okay, because they are burnt out already. Sometimes it might not even be the work, it might be family issues. Maybe they are going through divorce, they are going through heartbreaks, like so many things. Okay, so they tend to, you know, put their anger on you and make you feel you are not welcome in that environment, make you feel you don't belong in that space and all that. So that is another thing. When nurses are burnt out, when some nurses are burnt out, they tend to pour their frustration on you, and that makes it look like they are eating their young. And guys, do you know that sometimes CNAs can also hit hard on nurses? Trust me, especially the older CNAs who have been on the job for like 20 years, 20 plus years. Oh my goodness. Recently I had guys, it's just so funny to me because it was not even anything. I had a situation at work. There was this resident who was supposed to be turned like every 15 minutes, and I asked the CNA if she has done that. The moment I asked that, I know my job. I have been on this job for 13 years. You cannot tell me what to do. I am like, where did I even go wrong? It was just a simple question, because when I went in there to give him his bottle, the same position he was in was the same position I found him 15 minutes after when I went in to flush his bottle. So it was just a question. I did not even instruct her to do it, because with me, especially if I work with CNAs who are older, I see them to be my mother. So sometimes I even restrain myself from even telling them to do certain things. I do it if I have to just do it and, you know, clear it out of the way. But it was the question. And guys, okay, it turned into a whole thing altogether. So CNAs sometimes can also hit on, you know, I mean, they are also in a category of nurses, so nursing assistants, and especially if they have a lot of experience, they've been on the job, and they feel you're just a baby coming out and you think you're a nurse, you've gone to school and all that. So, and yes, if with my first job that I had, just imagine I was a CNA in that same environment, and now I'm an LPN. So just imagine how the people I was working as CNAs, you know, which some did not treat me fairly, but some also understood the assignment, and they're like, it is what it is, you know. So there are so many various reasons why nurses eat their youngs, and these are the little ones that I would say sometimes they feel intimidated, sometimes they are burnt out, sometimes they feel you're going to take their jobs, and even CNAs also hit on nurses so hard. So please know how to just study the environment, know how you can pave your way through. If there are some situations you can just avoid, okay, and stay in your lane. I mean, mind your own business and try not to encourage it. Whenever they bring negative vibes on, like, face it with some positive vibes. This is like, we have to empower, especially with women, we have to empower each other. We are doing this together. We are not rubbing shoulders, but we are doing this as a team to build a strong force, you know, to help people. At the end of the day, the health of people is in our hands, and we have to do our very best to make sure they feel well, they feel safe, they feel sound, and I mean, and all that, guys. So let's do this together. And with the newbies out there, do not be scared. Go in with all boldness, go in with all confidence. You can do it. Do not let anyone intimidate you, okay? You know what you're doing, and you can do it. All right, so if you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to give me a thumbs up, hit on the subscription button, please subscribe, share this video, like this video as well, share your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know, have you experienced that? Nurses eat their young? Have you been at on your job before? Let me know in the comment section, and let's have a good conversation. All right, guys, so I will see you in the next video. Always remember, you are unique in your own special ways. Thank you, guys. God bless you, and I love you. Mwah.